Hey, it's Friday night, folks, and that means football. We're here at Rogers TV and RHS TV. Welcome to the program tonight on a Halloween night, a cool, crisp night. Glad you're joining us, whether it's on the TV in your backyard, your living room, or on your phone. Appreciate you joining us. I'm here with Zach Land tonight at Har-Ber. He's the teacher and one who puts this thing on all together, and appreciate you having us on here tonight. Zach, thanks for putting this on. It's great to be here at Friday night, and look for another good contest here at Har-Ber Stadium.
Yes, sir. I'm excited to be here. We've got a great night of football, Halloween night, big matchup in the 7A West. Probably, honestly, the game of the week in the 7A West.
No doubt. Rogers comes in 7-1 and 4-1 in conference. Chad Harbison in his fifth year leading this Rogers Mounties, averaging 56 points per game, and defense allowing only 25 points a game, led by Dale, and he is doing a great job there on the defensive side as well. Har-Ber Wildcats are 3-5 on the season, 2-3 in conference, led by new head coach Aaron Danhauer. It's his first season. He spent 17 seasons at Bentonville as an offensive coordinator and under Barry Lundy and Jody Grant. So it's his first season here, and he's doing a pretty good job here and down here at Har-Ber. As we start to talk about this game, obviously last week's game, Zach, was just a heartbreaker to come that close to beating Bentonville and really turning this 7A West upside down in a way. You know, it would have been our first win since before we split, and since 2006 was the last time we beat them. We split in 2008, but that would have been a big win for us, and it just came oh so close.
Yeah, that was a nail-biter all the way to the end, taking the lead late in the game with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and then surrendered that lead with 1 minute to go, and honestly just came to a jump ball in a corner of the end zone that determined the end of that game. And you see the conference standings here. Bentonville's on top. We're right behind them. Bentonville West, and then Har-Ber sitting at 2-3 in conference, but a formidable opponent. And we're gonna have to show up tonight to play this Har-Ber Wildcat team.
No doubt. There's a lot of good things that came out of that game. I mean, we lost. Unfortunately, we're down 28-7 and came back. 24-7, excuse me. Came back, scored 3 unanswered touchdowns. Was ahead 28-24, 2 minutes left. But we had 436 yards of offense, 288 of it on the ground, and 168 yards passing. So, I mean, it came down really to missed opportunities, Zach, don't you think? The fourth and goal, and we didn't get a fourth and on the goal line, didn't get in. We had an interception we threw in the goal line and a missed opportunity on the two-point conversion. So that game was, I mean, it was teetering on to our favor.
It was, yes. In a game that tight, every single little mistake adds up. And in every inch and every yard, like you said, on fourth and goal, on the goal line, not able to punch it in, that really gave Bentonville the momentum early in the game.
Yeah.
Took us a while to regain that momentum, but that was that kind of took the wind out of our sails early on.
Yeah, well, moving forward to this game, we got
Yes,
to put
sir.
that behind us. I've got even a mock write-up of what the playoff would look like if it ended today, and we'll maybe take a look at that later on. But going toward this game, Har-Ber and Rogers split about the same time. They split from Springdale. Split was in 2007, and Rogers was 2008. We played 18 times. Har-Ber has 10 wins, and Rogers has 8 wins. Rogers has kind of owned it the last couple of years, winning 63-21 and 23 on this field. And last year, Rogers won 70-42, and Jeff just had a great night that night, 6 rushing TDs and 1 passing TD. So I look for Rogers to hopefully get back on track and scoring over that at least 50-point margin and getting it going again tonight. Jeff comes into the game with over 1,000 yards rushing and 22 TDs, 1,400 yards passing and 16 TDs. One other thing that one of the coaches told me this week is his catapult speech, which is a GPS chip that they wear underneath their shoulder pads. He's clocked at 21.6 miles per hour on game speed with a football with somebody chasing you. So that's up there as far as even the college level as far as that speed is concerned.
I don't know if many people realize how fast 20 miles per hour is for a human being. That is booking it.
Yes.
That is booking it.
Yeah. Well, Braxton Lindsay comes in tonight, number 14, had a great night the other night against Bentonville. He's got 7 TDs and on 564 yards catching and receiving and 313 yards after the catch. So look for him to have a great night. Titus Kramer, 800 yards rushing, 9 TDs, and Drayson Volk with 344 yards and 2 TDs. So Mounties are looking to get this thing going, get it going early. We've outscored our opponents 300 to 100 basically in the first half. So they score quick and they score early. Yeah. Okay. Well, right now we're going to go to the Coach's Corner. We cut on over to Coach Harbison, and we got a little quick break with him. And we're going to go to Coach's Corner with Coach Har-Ber real quick. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back again for this week's Coach's Corner. Here with Chad Harbison, the head varsity football coach at Rogers High School. Thanks for joining us.
You bet. Thank you.
So just had an early game last week. Got moved up due to weather. They planned there to be some lightning in the area. It was ended up being just rain, but still moved the game up. So we had Thursday night football, and you don't know this, but our stream we maxed out at 2,500 and some change people watching live in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
That was a fun game to watch as a spectator. Yeah. The stands were full. It was a great environment.
It was.
Now we're at 13,000 views on our stream alone for that game. So it was a great game. Didn't quite shake out in our direction. So what are some key takeaways that you thought, things that we did well last Thursday night in that game?
Well, I mean, the one thing that sticks out to me is just how hard our kids fought and stayed.
In that game.
Well, I mean, the one thing that sticks out to me is just how hard our kids fought and stayed in it. We got down 17 points, and we're able to come back in the fourth quarter with a little over 2 minutes left and take the lead in the game. So, it showed a lot of resilience, a lot of fight, a lot of character, and just not quitting on each other, not quitting, and there was a lot of things that happened in that game that they could have dropped their heads a little bit, but they kept fighting, and we're so proud of that. And just kind of gave us an idea, hey, man, if we just cleaned up a few things, the results of this one could have been a little bit different.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a good football team in Bentonville.
Oh, yeah.
On the gridiron, it's a good team. And just to have that fight and to really get, deeply tested.
Right.
And bounce back like that.
Yeah.
I was proud of our boys.
Yeah, I was too. Super proud of them. I mean, obviously we go in and watch film the next day, and it's kind of you are always kicking ourselves for things that happen, but it's football. It happens that way, and what you always ask for is just kids continue to control their attitude, control their effort, and they did a great job with that, and hung in there, and we still had a chance to win it. So that's all we can ask for.
Yes, sir. Tonight, we're at Har-Ber. Right. So Halloween night, a lot of festivities going on, but we've got our own matchup here at Har-Ber, the Wildcats. What are we looking for tonight?
Well, I mean, they're a good football team. They're much improved from where they were a year ago, and I think Coach Dan Harrod being there, he's doing a great job, and you can just tell they're much improved, and they played some. I mean, they really got some weapons, and they do a good job and just hanging in there, and their scheme is good. And so, it's just another one of those weeks where we got to go out and we got to play our game. We got to make sure that we execute our stuff, and defensively slow them down a little bit. They can throw the ball down the field a little bit, and the quarterback can run some, and so they pose a few problems there. And then defensively, they play a lot of stuff in the back end of their defense, a lot of different coverages, show you a lot of different looks. So, just getting preparation this week's been good. So I'm just thinking, if we just execute and play like we're capable of playing, it should be a good game for us.
Fantastic. Looking forward to that here tonight at 7. And the way the 7A West is, there's never a week off.
Mm-mm.
There's not a time where you can say, hey, we're not going to play this week. So definitely got to show up and play well tonight. Being that it is Halloween,
Yep.
is there have you seen a favorite Halloween costume roaming around?
No, not really. I haven't yet. My grandsons are dressing up like the Savannah Banana baseball players, so that's the only costumes I've seen so far. But you know, they really like baseball, so they're dressing up like two of the Savannah Banana teams. So
Okay.
that's going to be their costumes. I thought that was pretty neat looking. They were pretty excited about that.
Yeah, and if you missed it on this week's high school game day, we had Sal, who plays for the Party Animals, was the guest picker. So, yeah, part of the Savannah Banana
that's cool.
themed baseball games. So, yeah, he came in and recorded with the guys earlier this week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fantastic. Thanks, Coach.
Yep,
Good
thank
luck
you.
tonight. Let's get another dub.
Yes, appreciate it.
Game.
Well, I mean, the one thing that's
Thank you.
Hey, welcome back. Thank you for that interview with Coach Har-Ber and Zach. And as the captains come out, there's Braxton, Zeke Parsons, Grayson Cooper, and Jeff Regan as they're coming out for the opening toss here on senior night here at Har-Ber High School. Let's go over our defense real quick and our defensive starters on the defensive line here. We got Hunter Dickey, Herson Cruz, Julian Arroyos. Of course, we'll see a number of guys swap in and out there on the defensive end front. Probably see Kyrie Bonneville in there as well. Linebackers, Braxton Lindsay, Troy Chandler, A.J. Francisco, Gerardo Guzman. I think Cohen Chalmers is going to get a lot of playing time tonight there at that middle linebacker spot. And at safety, we have Zeke Parsons, the senior, and Jagger Blockberger. Offensively, on our offensive line, we have Henry Frazier at left tackle, Caden Larimore, I believe it's center today, Jower Ishoda there at left tackle, Grayson Cooper, Brody Martin. We also have at kick returner, Jason Vogt, Titus Kramer, Cooper McIntosh. Wide receiver also, Cooper Daniel will be out there some. He'll be moving in and out, plays both ways. Titus Kramer at running back. He's averaging 7.7 yards per rush at 888 yards this season. Braxton Lindsay, we talked about his 7 TDs already, 213 yards after catch. Drayson Vogt, steady Eddie, 21.5 average on per catch. So he's way up there with 344 yards this season. And Parker Nix is out there as well. 7 receptions, 117 yards. Just a terrific blocker on the outside for his size. Jeff Regan, of course, is out there at over 1,000 yards rushing and 1,300 yards, 1,400 yards passing, 22 TDs rushing, 16 TDs passing. As the captains get underway here, the referee is getting ready for the toss of the coin, and we're going to see who is going to come up with whether they defer or accept tonight. Oh, good view right here. I'm trying to look at my monitor. Much better view here than looking down from the booth.
Yeah.
But I do like how close we are to the field. Now that they're making these stadiums here, these football stadiums without the track, we're so much closer to the action. It's a lot easier to see. It looks like Har-Ber does win the toss, and looks like they're going to defer. I didn't quite see him out of the frame there, but
Yeah,
been that
they're
way.
going to defer. We're going to receive.
So we're going to receive the kick to start the game. And like I talked about, this is Aaron Danahauer. He is a first-year head coach here at Har-Ber. He was 17 seasons with Bentonville, and their offense is averaging 29 points, and their defense is averaging 29 points. So we're looking for Bryce Owens as their quarterback. He was an Elmwood product. I coached him in basketball. A good kid, like him a lot. 1,400 yards passing, 11 TDs. He has 8 rushing TDs, so he's a dual threat type quarterback. Look for running back number 9, Reed McAllister, 5'8", 210 pounds. He's got almost 1,000 yards rushing and 10 TDs. And Trayson Wright, big, tall receiver, number 5. We'll see him a lot at 6'3", 215. He's got 631 yards catching and 7 TDs, so he'll be a threat on the outside as well for our defensive backs. As we're getting ready to see these guys come in from the locker rooms. just talk about a few of the things that stand out to me as far as some of the stats that the Mounties are doing. It's unbelievable. And the first down over 4-yard percentage is at 60%. So over 60% of the time, they're getting 4 yards or more on first down. The third down conversion is fantastic at 60% as well. And the fourth down conversion at 64%. Those are just some numbers that really stand out to me. And they've done such a great job of getting the ball in the end zone and just the goal-to-go TD efficiency is 96%. Anytime they're in the goal-to-go is at 96, just almost 100% once they're in the 10-yard line. Once again, the Mounties get off to a very quick start each game. In the first quarter, they scored 133 points so far this season. In the second quarter, 157. Outscoring total their opponents 448 to 203. Easily leading the 7A West in scoring at 56 points per game. This is your Har-Ber Wildcats in their home uniforms and their Carolina Blues and white helmets with white numbers. And here comes the Rogers Mounties from the opposite field. All white uniform tonight and white helmets with the blue numbers to the far side of where we're sitting.
Well, Dave, couple of people I'm thinking of that have had this game circled kind of on their personal calendar. Bryce Owens, quarterback for the Har-Ber Wildcats, and Titus Kramer, our starting running back.
Yeah.
Titus transferred from Har-Ber. Now he's our starting running back. And then Bryce, as you said earlier, came from Rogers. And so we've got a kind of a homecoming a little bit for Titus. And then Bryce knows a lot of the kids on our team as well. So I imagine both of those young men have had this game kind of circled on their calendar at home.
Yeah. And, you know, Titus came over from Har-Ber last year. They just, you know, there was some coaching changes going on. It just, we're just glad to have him here at Rogers. Really super happy for him, and he's really fit in with our program as well. And just is having really, he was first team all conference last year as a junior. I see something like that at the end of the year awards banquets, something similar to that again this year. He's having such a really good year. Just not only running the ball, he's such a good blocker, and he's so strong, and you know he cleans 315 pounds, which is unbelievable. It's the most on the team. So it looks like they're set up. Maybe the Mounties have got to be careful of onside kick to start the game. And we're going to get ready to go underway. Looks like Cooper Daniel back there. Looks like going to be Drayson Volk with the catch. Finds a seam. Comes up to the middle. He gets all the way to the 39-yard line. A great return of over 10 yards for Drayson Volk. And the Mounties have great field position to start the game on their own 39-yard line.
He's so quick, and he just needs a little bit of room to break away. You see right here from the sideline, he catches it here. He gets a little bit of room right here. He's able to get through that seam. And I'll tell you what, if that one guy doesn't manage to stand him up there and he almost shakes him off, we're going to see return for 6 there.
Looks like Regan is a backfield, flanked by Xander Burke. Regan's going to keep it up the middle. Hit pretty hard. Going to get 4 yards. Brody Martin and Grayson Cooper are the right guard and right tackle. No, excuse me. It looks like Jowry Shota is the right guard. Regan is in the backfield. Titus Kramer. Twins to the far side. Going to give it to Kramer. See if he can find some room. Keeps his feet, bounces. Doesn't look like he's going to gain anything there. Good tackling out there by Grayson Daspit. Came up from the safety spot for Har-Ber. Going to bring up third and looks like a long 5. Got Parker Nix to the near side. Braxton Lindsay in at H. Regan looking right. Stepping up over the middle. There it is. Aiden Eichenberry. Welcome back. Aiden Eichenberry. First down right over the middle. Eichenberry's second game back. First catch since McAllister game where he did get injured.
Kind of a tough angle to see him break free, but he breaks away that one-on-one coverage, able to get inside his defender, gets the first down there on 3rd and long.
First down for the Mounties in Har-Ber territory. 32-yard line. 37-yard line, excuse me. Regan looking again. Oh, Parker Nix is wide open. Oh, we missed it. Almost so open that didn't quite know what to do with it, I think.
Yeah, they overloaded the top side there. You had Braxton Lindsey, Drayson Vogt, Aiden Eichenberry all up top. Got a lot of attention from the secondary, and then they ended up leaving them wide open on their right-hand side there.
Parker checks out. Drayson Vogt comes in. Titus Kramer with Regan. Looks like it's going to be run. Titus Kramer finds a gap. Nice run of a 15 yards all the way down to the 23-yard line. Daspit again with the tackle. Grayson Daspit, the safety, number 3. But not after Titus Kramer gains 15. Mounties going quick here. Twins to the near side. Kramer in motion. Regan by himself. Looks like a pass. Looking over the middle again. Oh, just out of the reach of Xander Burke. Oh, Braxton Holland, excuse me, it's 21. Saw the 2 there.
Used to seeing 2-2 come out of the backfield there. So, yeah, a little bit different look there with Braxton Holland.
A little more air onto that ball, and I think we got 6. But I like the concept there. I love passes down the middle. I always think the middle is wide open in our offensive scheme. 2 receivers to the near side. Looks like going to be a run. Reverse. Fake the reverse. Jeff keeps it. Slips, stays on his feet. Throws to the end zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Mounties. Drayson Vogt in the end zone. 23 yards. And there is a flag on the play. It's there on the 15-yard line. Let's see what that is. Boy, what a good play there. Let's hope that doesn't get to take that away. It's a great highlight right there.
Yeah.
Illegal man downfield, yep. It just took too long to develop.
Yeah.
And, when Jeff slipped and came down to the ground.
Let's see that one more time here. Yeah. When he slips, I think we get an offensive lineman downfield.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to run it.
Yeah.
So the offensive line said, hey, let's go. And he pulled up and threw it. Bring up 2nd and 15. Ball on the 28-yard line. Regan back there with Xander Burke. An option play. Braxton Lindsey. Oh, nice cut. Good move. Stays on his feet. Dragging guys all the way down to the 18-yard line. Great move in the open field by the big man. I mean, 220 pounds making moves out there in the open field like that. A little option play. That's something new. That's a wrinkle. I haven't seen that this year. Going to bring him 3rd down and 5. Ball set on the 18-yard line. Xander Burke in the backfield. A little counter play. Jeff going to keep it. Finds a little bit of room. Is it going to be enough for the first down? It looks like it. He does get past the sticks.
I'll tell you what, he had to hold his breath, suck in a little bit just to get through that hole. It kind of collapsed on him, but he manages to squeeze through, get the first down.
Looks like they do call it a first down, and once the white hat looked at it. So 1st and 10, the ball set. Was at the 12.5-yard line, looks like. Oh, it looks like there's a lot of room out there for Braxton Lindsey. 1-on-1. Ooh, boy. Is it going to corner route? It is. Thrown to the corner. Let's see if we got enough room. Oh, good defense. Oh, the hands held him. That's Cannon Costa, I believe. What number is that out there? 21?
Yeah, and honestly, probably the best decision in trying to not allow a touchdown there.
Yeah. That's Tony Berry, senior defensive back. Had his hands on Braxton the whole time. You could almost see that up here. It's like he's 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Throw to him in the corner. He's going to, he has to high point it. He's usually going to get that ball before the defensive back does. So it's going to stay first down. Ball's going to be placed at the 6-yard line, is that?
Yeah. 1st and 5 on the 6.5-yard line.
Parker Nix checks in. He's on the near numbers. 2 backs back there with Jeff. Kramer and Xander Burke. Counterplay. Jeff's going to keep it up the middle. Finds a space, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Mounties. 7-yard run and terrific blocking and great counter action there by the offensive lineman. Jeff able to find that crease and just cut it back. Got the vision to see that it wasn't to his left and just came back to the right there. Good blocking. Look at Parker Nix right there on the goal line. Make sure Jeff walks in untouched. Juan Chaparro set to kick the extra point, and here's Aiden Eikenberry once again, the holder. Oh, good hold. Ball's a little low. Got it up there and got it in. Mounties take the lead 7-0 with 8:18 left to go in the first quarter. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here on Rogers TV. Welcome back. Mounties score first on their opening drive, and with 8:18 left to go in the first quarter, able to put that one in the end zone.
They controlled it, a good sustained drive. They took their time. They were patient. They took the yards that were in front of them, but really took control of the game that first drive. First 4 minutes of the game, they controlled about every aspect of it.
Juan Chaparro set to kick it. A pooch kick, very short. It is received. Wow. Good return. I don't know if he meant to pooch it that much, but the Har-Ber Wildcats are going to have really good field position on their own 47-yard line. Let's see what Danahauer, he's been offensive coordinator for a number of years at Bentonville. He's got an effective team. He's got a big team. You can see the size of this offensive line for them. And there's Bryce Owens, a quarterback. The backfield with him is Reed McAllister. He's 5'8", but he's 210 pounds. Good size running back. Bring a man in motion. They give it to McAllister. He's going to try to find some room out to the outside. He does. Finally brought down, but not after a 10-yard gain. Maybe a first down. Brought down by Jagger Blockberger and Zeke Parsons in the defensive backfield. And it is first down. Mounties come with Julian Arroyos, Herson Cruz, and Hunter Dickey on the defensive line. Aiden Eikenberry out there at cornerback as well. Looks like they stacked the box a little bit now. They got 4 down linemen do the Mounties. Rolling right. Throws it right. There's a man to the outside and run him out of bounds, but not before he gets 7 yards. That's Hayden Branch who caught that ball. So 2 good plays for Har-Ber, successful on first down. See the Mounties go for a 4-man front again, just a 3-man front this time. Oh, they're calling, legal procedure on the Wildcats, going to move them back 5 yards, going to bring up a 2nd and 8, it looks like. That kind of changes the playbook a little bit. Maybe 2nd and 7. Trayson Wright and Hayden Branch, the receivers on the near hash in a stacked position. Bryce Owens looking to pass, fakes the run, looking right, finds a little gap. He's got some room out there, goes down. at the 35-yard line. Another positive play. Brought down by Chalmers, I believe it was, and Aiden Eichenberry out there as well. No, Aiden's on this side. That was Cooper Daniel, the cornerback on the opposite side. 3rd down and 3. See if they give it to the running back, Reed McAllister. They do. Up the middle. Stuffed. Maybe gets half a yard. Going to bring up 4th down, though. Braxton Lindsay in there. Gerardo Guzman. Big play here early in the game, Zach.
4th and short. This is going to be kind of a drive-determining play. How can they get this to shake out? But I feel like on the 35-yard line, you've kind of got to go for it.
Yeah, they definitely have to go for it. Cohen Chalmers is out there for Troy Chandler. Trying to get him to jump off sides. They hand it off. Reed McAllister, he does have enough of the 1st down. He's dragged down by Cohen Chalmers. Jagger Blockberger there to help, but it is going to be a 1st down. Kyrie Bonneville checks in. Julian Arroyos checks out. This is a big offensive line that the Har-Ber Wildcats have. They've been known for that since this school started. A powerhouse back in the late 2000s. McAllister has it again. Brought down by Jagger Blockberger. There is a penalty flag on the play. I do believe that's in the vicinity of holding. I think I saw some holding out there. Let's see what that call is. It is holding. It's going to bring him back to the spot of the foul. So it'll be 2nd down, but it won't be 2nd and 20. Oh, excuse me. Still remains 1st down. It'll be 1st and 17. That's a break for the Mounties right now. 5:23 left to go in the 1st quarter. Kind of a fast-moving 1st quarter. Both teams running the ball well, maintaining possession. Ball placed on the 30-yard line. Goes in motion. Gives it to McAllister on the trap. Kyrie Bonneville drags him down, but not before he gets a good 8 to 10 yards. Ball will be placed at the 22-yard line of the Mounties. That's that counter play that Har-Ber was always known for back in the day when they were competing for conference championships. Looks like they're going to go empty set here. McAllister's out of the ball game. Bryce Owens looking left, rolling right. Hunter Dickey taking charge here. Going to the sideline. He's out of bounds. Good throw and catch, but just out of bounds. Great defense out there. So I think that's Aiden Eichenberry on that side. They keep swapping sides.
Yeah.
And Gerardo Guzman there as well. He had to throw it over him. So we're going to bring up 3rd and 7. Eichenberry on the far numbers. Cooper Daniel on the near numbers. Bryce Owens by himself in the backfield. We're bringing a bunch. Trying to find some space up the middle. Good blocking. Falls down. I believe it's short of the 1st down. Yes, it's going to be placed at the 17-yard line. And I bring up another 4th down. An opportunity for the Mounties to get another stop. Let's see what Dale Williams has drawn up here for to bring some heat on him. Looks like Reed McAllister's in the backfield with Owens. They rolls out, bootleg. It throws it out to the man, and it's incomplete. Mounties hold. Mounties hold, and there will be a turnover on downs, and the Rogers will take over on their own 17-yard line, and they break serve for the first time tonight, Zach.
Yeah, great play. And honestly, I think a lot of us were thinking they're going to take their big running back, go right up the middle. So they do the play action here, get the inside to bite, but guess who doesn't? By Gerardo Guzman, right? And Zeke Parsons right there on the play. Receivers unable to bring it in. Turnover on down. We got first down Mounties.
Oh, we got a stacked set over there. Kind of 3-man on the far hash. We're going to give it to Kramer. Trying to weave his way through the line. Looks like a gain of possibly 4 up to the 21-yard line. Looks like Braxton Lindsay's going to take a break as Aiden Eichenberry comes in for him. Caden Larimore, the center tonight for the Mounties. Henry Frazier, left tackle, and Jawir Ashoda in there. Here comes a blitz. Jeff flips it out to Titus, trying to get to the edge. Stays on his feet. Great job of balance and strength to stay on his feet. Well, they brought the heat up the middle, too. I'm glad Jeff got rid of it quickly.
Yeah, he sent Xander in motion as a lead blocker. Ends up flipping it to Titus in the backfield. First defender comes up and potentially makes a tackle in the backfield, but Kramer shakes him off, able to get past the line of scrimmage for a short gain, but could have been much worse. Good move, good play by Titus Kramer and the Mounties.
3rd down and 5. Empty set for Regan. Trips to the near side. Eichenberry to the far side. Jeff rolling right. Looking to pass. Throws it. Oh, incomplete. Trying to get to Drayson Vogt. Overloaded the set this way. Let's see. We haven't punted in weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I don't remember the last time we did punt. And it doesn't look like we're going to punt now unless... I don't see Braxton Lindsay as our punter.
He's out there.
He's out there. They're talking about it. They may punt it.
Got to line up in the H-back now.
Looks like the Mounties are going to go for it. 4th down and 5. Oh, a quick kick by Jeff. End over end punt. It's going to take a good Mountie roll. And it's going to be down near the 40-yard line. And with 2:18 left to go in the first quarter, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this message.
Guys, we believe in building more than just fences. We create spaces where memories are made. Whether it's the timeless beauty of cedar, the low-maintenance ornamental iron fence, or the robust chain link, we offer a range of options to suit your needs. Proudly supporting local high school athletics, making every backyard.
Oh, fumble. Oh, my God. Jagger Blockberger, touchdown. Oh, I'm sorry you missed that, folks. We came back late from the TV timeout. Braxton Lindsay did a great job of tackling it. The ball came stripped out of Reed's hand, right into Jagger Blockberger's hands. We got it. Here we go. Look at Braxton fight off a man, goes right into Jagger Blockberger's hands, right there, the 35-yard line. Makes a great cut. Touchdown, Mounties. Mounties up 13-0.
Wow.
Pending the extra point, yeah. Eichenberry with the hold and good kick by Juan Chaparro. Mounties up 14-0. That's a defensive touchdown for the Mounties, which I love to see. Haven't seen a defensive touchdown in a number of weeks, and I think it's before we even started the conference. We might have gotten one against Northside, but as far as a defensive touchdown, that just switches the whole complex of this whole game.
Yeah, right after you punt, first play after a punt, come back and just rip it from him, and honestly, just in his hands, is able to run it for a touchdown.
I'd like to see that again if we can, but I love how Braxton fought off the blocker, was able to get to the running back, strip him, ball flops right into Jagger Blockberger's hands, and he knows what to do with it. Look at this play. Look at Braxton fight off 2 guys, get him down to the ground, strip it, and Blockberger coming in. Oh my God, keeps his feet and makes a good cut here. Takes his running back skills to the defensive side and takes it to the end zone. Here we are back to live action. Let's see if Chaparro kicks it a little deeper this time. And a short pooch kick. I get the idea of a pooch kick, but just wasn't far enough and able to get Har-Ber some good field position. He does. He kicks it really deep. What a great kick. Oh, he gets it on the 1 yard line. He's down at the 1 here, trying to take it out. Not a bad return for getting it on the 1 yard line. A 15-yard return all the way back down there. And Hayden Branch did a pretty good job of getting it out of there.
I don't think anybody anticipated him picking that ball up. Our camera operators had switched to a sideline cam thinking the play was over, but he picked it up and started running with it.
Yeah, it sat like a sand wedge right on the green there. So Har-Ber's going to come out for their second possession. They started on the 47-yard line in their first possession. Now they're on their own 15. McAllister's back there with almost fumbles that ball. McAllister has it. Not a clean handoff, but McAllister does a good job of maintaining possession. Got 5 yards on the play, up to the 20-yard line. Kyrie Bonneville in there with Cohen Chalmers. Defensive backfield looks like Blockberger, Zeke Parsons, Aiden Eichenberg to the near side. 2nd down and 5. Hands it off again. There's Reed. Makes a guy miss. Pretty good tackle by Braxton Lindsay coming across from the other side. Pretty good runner is this Reed McAllister. He has, well, it's going to be 1,000 yards on the evening, on the season. There he goes again. He slips. Gain of 2 or 3. McAllister has 10 touchdowns on the season. Second slip of the ball game. Sometimes these new turfs, you know, we've talked about when we were down in Conway that one year, just brand new turf, and it was just very slippery. But going to bring up 2nd and a long 7. Owens looks like a keeper all the way, trying to find some room. Out to the outside, stringing them out. The Mounties get all the way to the, looks like it's going to be a loss of 2 yards. Zeke Parsons was out there, finally bringing them down. Aiden Eichenberg, Julian Arroyos, Braxton Lindsay. Going to do a defensive line change here. There is a flag on the play, and the referees are talking about it right now to see if they want to keep it or decline it. He's talking to Harbison over his shoulder. It is a holding. Hands to the face. It looks like, oh, it's against the Mounties.
Yeah.
Hands to the face, if I could read that right from up here. So that's going to be a 1st down.
Well, he said it was still 2nd. It's like 2nd in inches. I don't know. That marker is right on the line to gain.
Yeah, they're moving it now.
Oh.
Well, that was a great defensive play, the way they strung the quarterback out to the side there and able to push him to the sideline and not get a yard. Actually, loss of 2. Owens trying to roll this way. Looking right. Throws it out of bounds. Doesn't have anybody. Good defensive coverage out here. Eichenberg, Zeke Parsons, and Jagger Blockberger. Nobody open. And Owens just had to throw it away.
Tell you what, Jagger Blockberger has been involved in almost every defensive play. Whether it be a tackle or the second man on the scene for the last 6 plays. He's been on the ball every single time.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Very important possession here for the Har-Ber Wildcats. Mounties were able to get them off the field again. Hands to McAllister. Does find a gap. Zeke Parsons, nice tackle there in the open field. Zeke giving up a few pounds to the 210-pound running back. Zeke drags him down. He's 160 pounds and 6 foot. Senior, having a great season as Zeke. And looks like that's going to be the end of the quarter. So the Mounties up 14-0, end of the first. I'm going to take a time out here. Thank you for watching RHSC TV and Mountie Football. Hey, welcome back, folks. Here we are at the start of the second quarter. Mounties up 14-0. A defensive touchdown by Jacker Blockberger, an offensive rushing touchdown by Jeff Regan, 7 yards out. Har-Ber Wildcats on their second possession of the game. This started on the 15-yard line, on the 47 of their own side. Owens looking left, throwing left, out of bounds and incomplete. Going to bring up, is that going to be fourth down now?
4th and 7. 4th and 7 here.
Looks like it's going to bring on the punting unit. And the punter is Bryce Owens, your quarterback, so that's something you just got to be careful of. Got to, one of those punt safe things. I mean, you're at this stage of the season. If you're Har-Ber, you're going to take chances. You're 3-5 in the season. You just want some good things to happen. It looks like the Mounties do have punt safe. Back deep is Drayson Volk. His feet are on the 15-yard line. Coming in motion here, changing sides. High snap. Owens handles it. Have a spiral kick. Call for a fair catch. Great catch. That thing was dying fast. You can see that spiral spinning, and the ball was dying fast. And Volk came up to get that, maintain that possession. So that ball would have probably, the way that was going to bounce way deep back in Mountie territory.
And we talk about this new turf. It's going to skip even a little bit further.
Yeah.
Jeff slipped up. Bryce has slipped up a little bit.
I'm not sure how old this turf is, but it could be also the cool evening. This is the first really cool evening we've had tonight. I didn't mention that, but we're going to have a freeze warning later on this morning. But, quad set, diamond set to the far side. Jeff all alone. See if he flips it out there. He does fake it. Going to run it that way. Has some room to the outside. Makes a man miss. He's at the 25, 35. He's at the 40 and steps out of bounds. Near the 34-yard line. 54 degrees here tonight. It's dropping fast on Halloween night. Good run by Regan.
You see him here. Gives him a look like he's going to throw it out to the flats, but then he takes off around the side, just barely steps on the out-of-bounds lines there. But tell you what, if he's able to stay in bounds and get that spin, he's another 10 yards or more down the field.
Looks like the same set here. Ball on the far hash. These quad diamond set on the near hash. See if they flip it this way. They do this time. Drayson Volk has it, and he slips. We just talked about that. I think it's the cool temperatures. I'm not sure how old this turf is. We talked about that, but I think it's just the cool temps, and the turf just gets a little slippery out there.
It definitely does, and you've seen it from both teams.
Yeah.
It's not like it's just the away team. It's both teams are struggling with keeping their footing here tonight.
A loss of half a yard can bring them more than 10 yards to go on second down. Looks like they're going to be empty set for Regan. 2 receivers to the near side, 3 to the far. Looks over the middle. Has Titus Kramer over the middle to the 50-yard line. He's tackled just past the 50. Tried to make a cut, and he slipped again, but going to be a first down. Ball on the 49-yard line of Har-Ber in Har-Ber territory.
There you see it once again. Goes through his progression, finds Titus over the middle, who's able to get the first down. We're back here live.
Kramer next to Regan. Going to give it to Kramer. He has a lot of blockers. He's got some room. Good tackling out there in the center. There is a flag down on the 50-yard line. Thrown by the umpire. Usually that's vicinity of holding, don't you think, Zach?
It is, yeah. It looks like it's me coming back.
Crackback block. Personal foul. It's going to be a yard penalty. I think I should have watched the monitor. I think that's what the motion was.
Yeah, I agree.
Ball's going to come back all the way to the 35-yard line of the Mounties. First down still, but first and 25. Empty set for Regan. Stacked receivers to the near side. Stacked to the far side. Trips to the far side. Yeah, flips to Braxton Lindsay. He's got some room out there. Hurdles a man and is tackled.
Yeah.
And there's the flags. 2 flags.
Yeah.
I don't think we're allowed to hurdle people in high school.
Nope. Got to get to the NFL to do that.
Or at least next year at BYU. Yeah, it's a really athletic move just to get over that man. And Mounties are going the wrong way here right now to start this second quarter. 10-11, 10 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Really kind of looking for Mounties to kind of methodically move down the field, and they're going the opposite way. First and 35, quads to the near side. Jeff faking, trying to counter, finds some room up the middle, bounces off people, stays on his feet, cuts back a little, does get at least 14 yards, maybe 15 on first down. You can see where the footing isn't just quite there tonight, but everybody's got to deal with it.
And Har-Ber's not expecting just 5 receivers out wide, and then Jeff to go right up the middle, spread the defense out, and then let your QB1 do some work. And it takes a whole host of Wildcats to get Jeff down.
Empty set again for Regan. Trips to the near side. On the 35, 39. Throws over the middle. Once again, good catch by Parker Nix. Ball's a little bit low for the 6'3", tall, lanky wide receiver. Went down and got that at his shoe tops. Great catch by Parker Nix. Over the middle. The middle seems to be open tonight as when we spread them out, they've got to go sideline to sideline to cover us. They got to go numbers to numbers, and we have guys coming down the middle and usually pretty open. It's good to see.
You go from first and about 40 to 3rd and 8, and 2 big plays for your Mounties.
We're going to have to have another big one here to stay ahead of the chains. Behind the chains all possession here. 2 receivers to the near side. Jeff rolling this way. Got plenty of room. Throws to Braxton Lindsay. Comes down to the ground and catches it. First down, Mounties. All spotted on the 33-yard line of Har-Ber. Mounties now back in Har-Ber territory and threatening.
See it here. Flushes out of the pocket. Finds big-bodied receiver. Gets the first down. And we're back here for 1st and 10. 33-yard line.
Oh, they got Regan over here to the near numbers. That's Titus Kramer playing Wildcat. Kramer faking, running, finds a crease. Nice blocking out there. Holy cow. Caden Larimore put a man on his back. Henry Frazier out there as well.
See this real quick. Fakes it to the outside, then hits that. Starts to go B gap, cuts it back inside. It's a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, Grayson Cooper did a good job pulling and filling that hole up there. Caden Larimore got in the pancake block. Regan gives it to Kramer once again. Looks like it should be enough for a first down. Oh, there's a flag on the play way on the other side. My goodness.
The line judge there probably looking at either offsides or maybe a false start.
Yeah, false start. Yeah, shoot. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 now. Place on the 29-yard line of Har-Ber. Jeff told me the other night that Henry Frazier, I think, just received an offer from Toledo.
Let's go.
Yes. When you're 6'4", 270, your frame's that big. That's a great. I'm very happy for Henry Frazier. Regan back there with Titus Kramer. Fakes it to Kramer. Slips a little bit. Gets to the outside. Throws deep. Braxton Lindsay wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Mounties. 27-yard strike to Braxton Lindsay as he improvised and got to the middle of the end zone. Jeff throws across his body. Mounties go up again.
Play action, kind of slips a little bit there, gets outside, directs his man downfield, gets behind the deepest defender, just throw it up, jump ball, Braxton Lindsay, touchdown.
They've been doing that a long time, those two, whether it's basketball or football. Long, long time. Chaparro set to kick. Braxton Holland is a snapper. And it's good. He looks smooth tonight. Mounties go up 21-0 with 6:49 left to go in the second quarter. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way. Come on in and see for yourself.
Hey, we're back. Check this out. Jeff kind of slips again here. Braxton is looking this way. Jeff says, go the other way, and flips it the other way. Braxton turns his hips and is wide open in the end zone, and he's always going to come down with that there. Great throw and catch.
Yeah, that's going
by
to be
that duo.
Cooper McLean on the sideline. He had so much fun last week. He said, please, can I be on the sideline? I want to run the sideline camera, and he got that great angle.
And that's who got that video right there? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's a really good job your team is doing down there. Who else is down there? Is that Oscar as well?
Yeah, Oscar also.
Chaparro set to kick it. And it goes deep again. This one will be returned. Fields it at the 10-yard line. Oh, nice bottled up there. Titus Kramer out here on the kickoff team. Drayson Volk. Baylor Morgan there helping on the tackle along with, looks like Xander Burke as well. So your offensive backfield, starting backfield is there on kickoff doing a great job. As the Wildcats set to on their own, looks like 28-yard line on the near hash. There's a Braxton Williams out there at nose guard. Herson Cruz, Hunter Dickey, A.J. Francisco at linebacker. Oh, stuffed up there. Great tackle. Oh, Gerardo Guzman, number 47, comes in from the linebacker spot. Darts in from the side. Able to wrap him up and bring him down by the ankles.
Yeah, Reed McAllister trying to hammer it up the middle. Runs into one of our defensive specialists who just loves to hit people. He found him real fast, put a wallop on him.
Guzman just seems to be in the right place at the right time. McAllister's back there with Owens. Owens gives it to McAllister, trying to find some space. Gets a few yards. Cohen Chalmers in there. Gerardo Guzman as well, sticking his nose in there. Gain of 4 yards. Going to bring up third and long 4. See what Dane Williams wants to come up with on the defensive call. Dale Williams, excuse me, Dane's his son.
Said that name a few times in the last couple of years.
Yep. Got the 4 down linemen here. Looks like they're coming. Bryce Owens keeps it. Cuts to the outside. Has a little bit of room. Oh, fighting for yardage as Bryce Owens does a good job of getting that first down. I thought that might have had a hemmed up near the line of scrimmage. Does a good job of extending the play and getting the first down, and Jagger Blockberger running him out of bounds. First down for Har-Ber. All set on the near hash, 42-yard line. Important drive here for Har-Ber. Down 21-0 in the ball game. Got to stay in touch with these high-scoring Mounties. Fakes the play action, looking right. Now left across the body, and ooh, boy, that was dangerous. Ball's in the air a long time, and it went right through and over Cohen Chalmers' hands, and very dangerous throw thrown across the middle of the field.
Yeah, you see Trayson Reith was coming across that, coming across the backfield. Sorry, coming across the defensive backs there, and just gets thrown. The ball gets thrown behind him, and honestly, could have been way worse for Har-Ber than just an incomplete.
2nd and 10. Owens going to give it to McAllister. There's Braxton Lindsey. Herson Cruz. Great job by that defensive line. And Cohen Chalmers as well. He does get 3 yards, but going to bring up 3rd and 7. Hunter Dickey comes in. Braxton Williams checks out. Peyton Acosta checks in. Number 49. Sophomore, 6'1", 190. Owens by himself, looking right, rolling left, rolling across his body, trying to find somebody across the middle. He does have somebody. Good throw and catch. It's going to be a 1st down. That's Gibson Green who has the catch, and it's going to be 1st down, Har-Ber in Mountie territory. Har-Ber needed that 1st down. Owens by himself, rolling right. Looks like he's going to throw. Throws it deep to the sideline and out of bounds. Good coverage out here by Aiden Eikenberry, and Zeke Parsons really didn't have anywhere to go with it. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. And the Mounties were in hot pursuit of Bryce Owens there. Julian Arroyos and Herson Cruz. Har-Ber's they're gonna have to take chances by throwing the ball a little bit more just to try to crawl back in this game, stop the clock a little bit, and can't just keep on running it. We'll run out of time. 4:06 left to go. Mesh play up the middle. McAllister spinning, pinballing all the way down to the 39-yard line of the Mounties. A nice 8-yard carry. It's a pretty good mesh point there as the wide receiver came right in front of the running back. Able to get some false steps by the defensive line, and McAllister would find some space. It'll be 3rd and 2. The line to gain is 37-yard line. McAllister's back there with Owens. Owens gives it to McAllister. Fighting some bulldozing his way, trying to get that 1st down. He does get it. Julian Arroyo's down there at the bottom of the pile. Braxton Williams. Joshua Lee checks into the ball game. Mounties are rotating their defensive line out a lot to just try to stay fresh. Owens calls for the ball. Trying to keep it on the counter. Owens still has it. Gets a handful. Will knock him down, but not after a gain of, looks like 2 yards, maybe 3. Costa checks out of the game. Braxton Lindsey checks back in. Mounties are doing a good job of keeping everything in front of them, making it very difficult for Har-Ber to march on down the field. They're not getting anything quick, not getting big plays. Any play they get is really contested. 2nd and 8. McAllister, once again, hit hard. Cohen Chalmers. A.J. Francisco, I believe, with that first hard hit right there in the middle. Going to bring up 3rd down and long. 3rd and 8. Line to gain is a 21-yard line. Rolls out, fakes it. Oh, Gerardo Guzman going to stay with him. Good play. Oh, let's see. Oh, Zeke Parsons, nice play out there. Almost picked it off. Zeke Parsons, a lot of that pressure was put on by Gerardo Guzman. And Zeke had one in his hands and almost came down with the second pick of the ball. Well, first pick of the ball game. Fumble recovery, the other one.
Thought it was going to be a turnover there. Tell you what, this pressure by the Mounties defense is really giving Bryce Owens some Halloween nightmares out here tonight. He just had to throw that up and pray. Almost got picked off.
Fourth down here. Big play for the Har-Ber Wildcats. 1:42 left to go. They don't get this. I would call a timeout too. Yeah, if they don't get this, that's plenty of time for the Mounties to score. You're watching Rogers Mounties on RHS TV. We'll be right back after this.
At Arvest Bank, we believe financial confidence should be within reach for everyone. Whether you're just getting started, planning for your future, or starting a new chapter, we're here to help you plan and reach your goals every step of the way. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
We're back here.
Yeah, it's an important timeout here for Coach Danahauer and the Har-Ber Wildcats. You feel like they're going to have to get this ball in the end zone or get some points here, but backs against the wall with 4th down and 7. $1:42 left to go. The Mounties hold them. I feel like that's enough time for these Mounties who are quick striking to begin with. Puts a man in motion. 3 to this side. He's rolling this way. Got lots of pressure. Hunter Dickey is going to bring him down. That ball's on the ground. Ball's out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. That's a fumble. And that ball will be on. The Mounties are going to take over in Mountie territory in the 49, or Har-Ber territory on the 49-yard line. Hunter Dickey, what a terrific play. Way to chase him down.
That sideline cam. He gets flushed out of the pocket, gets tackled, tries to throw it, just get rid of it, but ends up fumbling it out of bounds. What turns into a good break, an even better break for the Mounties. Not only do they get the turnover, but they get an extra 20 yards down the field. Now they're halfway down the field trying to score here with 1:33 left in the first half.
Well, this defense played great against Bentonville last week. Great. They had 3 or 4 stops, gave the offense plenty of time. Let's see what the Mounties can do with 1:33 left to go in the half here. Regan by himself here, dropping back. He's under pressure. He throws it. There's nobody in the area. I'd hate to see it, but they may. They called incomplete.
They found a receiver over on that sideline, the general vicinity.
The clock does stop. They can bring up 2nd and 10. I think the Mounties were fortunate, actually, to get away with not an intentional grounding there. Caught a break. 2nd and 10. Eichenberg to the near side. Trips to the far side. Nix, Volk, and Lindsey. Regan rolling that way. Finding Lindsey. Has it at the 40. Steps out of bounds. Nice throw and catch. I like how Braxton is always coming back to the ball on that play. Jeff had a little bit more zip on that ball, which I like to see. First down, Mounties. It's out of bounds. The clock won't start when they set the ball in play. 1:20 left to go in the half. 18 seconds on the play clock. No need to rush here. We can give the instruction to the line. Burke and Kramer. There goes Burke. Flips it. That might be a double pass. Kramer turns his shoulders, looking for Volk down the sideline. He has it. Oh, my goodness. Touchdown, Mounties. Titus Kramer to Drayson Volk on the double pass. Volk did a terrific job of using his body to get that separation there at the bottom. Oh, my goodness. Mounties score so quickly with 1:12 left to go in the half.
From the sideline, you can kind of see a little different angle there. He just launches it up. Drayson gets behind him, able to capture that ball and then walk into the end zone unscathed.
What a play call. And how about the arm by Titus Kramer? What an athlete. Juan Chaparro. Eichenberry to hold. Good hold again. Oh, ball is deflected and no good this time. It's his first miss in quite a while. In his PAT, he's 53 for 57 on the season. Pretty good efficiency. But the Mounties score, go up 27-0 here in the first half. Well, that has our band rocking tonight over there, and you know, it being Halloween night, Zach, I didn't think the student body would travel very well tonight. You know, they were so involved last week, and they were there to the bitter end, and they did such a great job of showing up. We had, I would assume, 10 to 12,000 people at the stadium.
Yeah.
Is that what you heard?
Yeah. So the stadium, I was told, holds 7,000, and they were beyond capacity.
Yeah. So it may have been about 10,000 people because they're up on the ridges. There were 3 or 4 deep on the top row back there. We've had 13,000 views on the YouTube from that game the other night, and that's set a record for us by far, almost double, and so much so that there's commercials on that thing now because we're at such a high point.
Yeah. Contact YouTube about monetizing. They're running their ads on our stuff. They should pay us for it.
No joke. Now he's up 27-0. Chaparro set to kick it. Let's see if he kicks it deep again this time and puts a leg into it. Yeah, that's a scary, strong leg he has. Cutting back to the middle. Found, oh my goodness, up the hash. Juan Chaparro able to bring him down, the kicker, but not before he gets it all the way out to the 42-yard line.
I was talking to some students. They said
Hayden Branch, sorry. Yeah, Hayden Branch on the return.
Juan used to play defense primarily, and he does a little bit on Monday nights. But I said, you know, that's what I love about this kicker is he doesn't just sit back and play the last line of defense. He goes down and tries to hit someone.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was the last line of defense there, or else
it's true.
He would have taken that to the house. It was Hayden Branch on the return. Nice return, 42-yard line. Owens looking for somebody. He's under duress. That ball's out again. He fumbles it. Braxton Lindsay, A.J. Francisco providing the pressure. And I think he was trying to throw it and actually let go of the ball and fumbled it. And Dannenhauer, you know, the Rogers Mounties are going to call a timeout after that big defensive stop.
Here's that.
Look at Braxton Lindsay go right through that running back, Reed McAllister. And A.J. Francisco almost had a turnover right there. As a Mounties take a timeout, anticipating, you know, if we get another stop here with 55 seconds, could potentially get in the end zone once again if they get the ball back.
And I would imagine that if we do, we go ahead and go for 2, try to get to that 35-point mark.
Yeah.
And the sportsmanship rule and get that running clock. So I think that's kind of what we might have our eyes set on here. Just we're getting kind of close to it here now. If we can get a stop here, I mean, it's second and about a country mile here. So we'll see if we can get a stop here and get the ball back with just a few ticks left. We still have 2 timeouts left here in this first half.
Yeah, we'll start to get to look at some other games in the second half that are going around the 7A West. Some other critical games that we think are pertinent to the standings. Hands off to McAllister. Held up by Herson Cruz and brought down. And another timeout by the Mounties. That's going to be their second timeout of the half. And you know, we're going to take one with them, and we'll be right back after this on RHS TV.
Is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has a prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Hey, welcome back, folks. Mounties with their second time out of the half. 48 seconds left to go. Let's see if Har-Ber Tries to run the ball once again. If they run it again, imagine the Mounties are going to call timeout. No, he's looking to pass. Got some pressure to the near side. It is caught. He's inbounds. Mounties do call timeout.
Got 4th and it was about 18 yards here, so we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back.
It looks like the Har-Ber Wildcats are set in the punt position here. Got their punter, Bryce Owens, quarterback and punter. Let's see if the Mounties bring some heat. Good snap. Pretty good kick, end over end. And Jason Vogt calls for a fair catch, and it'll be Mounties ball on the 32-yard line. They have no timeouts left, but 37 seconds. And, you know, Mounties have scored quicker than that in the past. And let's see if Coach Harbison and Coach Brill have something drawn up. Try to get a quick score here before the end of half. That camera work is really good. Really see that those big guys up front, Caden Larimore, the center, Grayson Cooper there. There's big number 77, Henry Frazier. Regan all by himself. 37 seconds left. Back to throw. Got time. Throws over the middle. Nobody there. I think he was trying to look for Kramer to kind of spin off of that. Good blocking and plenty of time for Regan. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. More importantly, 32 seconds left to go. Trips to the far side. Har-Ber to the near. Regan rolling that way. Throwing to the sideline. Parker Nix has it. Stops the clock. Good possession catch by Parker. Going to bring up 3rd and 3. Ball set on the 40-yard line. Coach Brill calling the plays in. Trips going to be to the near side. Eichenberry, Volk, and Lindsay. Empty set for Regan. Drops back to pass. Throws over the middle. Oh, Parker Nix. Is that Parker Nix? It is. Great catch by Parker. Got hit hard. The clock stops for a moment till they set the chains. No timeouts. Jeff looking. Throwing deep. Titus Kramer over the center. No, it's incomplete. Oh, they're going to flag down kind of late. Grayson Daspit on the coverage. I don't know what they were going to call there because there might have been some hand fighting prior to getting to the. It is defensive pass interference.
Kramer having a friendly conversation with his former teammates going back to the line of scrimmage.
That's going to put the ball on the 29-yard line.
Not just move the ball down the field, also stop clock.
13 seconds left to go. They can get a couple of shots into the end zone here. Trip receivers to the near side. Parker Nix to the far side. Regan gets it. Rolling left. Squares his shoulders. Throws it deep. Looking for Braxton Lindsay. Does he go up and get it? He gets it! Touchdown Mounties! Braxton Lindsay scores from 29 yards out. Pass from Jeff Regan. Wow. Not much time on the clock. What an athletic play by Braxton to go up and get that ball.
Just a jump ball, and the kids say that he got mossed. He just goes straight up over 2 defenders, comes down with it. Big body receiver making big body plays.
And you're right, they're going for 2 here. Zach, you mentioned that. Go for the 2, up 33-0. Motion out of it. That's Regan at quarterback. Kramer next to him. Throws here to Volk. Pitches to Kramer. He's in. 2-point conversion is good. Nice design play. What hands by Drayson Volk to catch that and pitch it on the run.
I thought when Drayson caught it, he was going to pivot and go right in, but he comes back towards where the ball came from. You see it here. He comes back towards it, and then here comes Kramer around the outside, and no one's catching up around the corner there.
Yeah, what a great design play. And the Mounties are up 35-0.
5 seconds left. Probably kick it off here. Going to halftime. Here we're going to see that again from a different angle.
Here's that touchdown pass. Regan just throwing it up. And he's got a man down there. He's down there somewhere, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Braxton Lindsay too.
Braxton's down there somewhere, right?
Yeah, he's down there somewhere. Let's get it to him.
And you know how much time was on the clock? My Chiefs fans at home, there's 13 seconds on the clock. Just reminder of our touchdown here tonight. The Chiefs scored in 2 plays in 13 seconds to extend that game with the Bills in the playoffs.
Oh, really? Okay.
A few years back. Yeah, I was
That's
actually
good.
at that game.
Really?
Yeah, in the end zone that they Butker kicked the field goal and where Kelsey caught the touchdown.
So the Mounties up 35-0. Couple of late touchdowns here to really extend this lead. Chaparro does kick it deep. Branch on the return again. He had a good return last time. He's on his feet once again. He's out to the 40-yard line, and that is the last play of the half. Good return by Branch. Got to keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
Good kicking by Chaparro as well, but the Mounties really dominated in that second quarter, really pushing the lead to 35-0 and taking control of this game so far.
Yeah, exactly what you said. They slowed them down at the very beginning. We took a real long, methodical drive. That opening drive took 4 minutes down the field, and then Har-Ber came back and had kind of their own little drive, and then it stalled at the end. And ever since then, it was just Mounties going play after play, kind of imposing their will upon this Wildcat defense.
Yep, and it looks like it's senior night here at Har-Ber, and they got the band coming out. So, folks, we'll be back, to check on things and for the second half as well. Thank you for joining us on RHS TV. I'm Dave Regan. Zach Lane and I will be back for the second half.
Yeah,
we'll
and you'll get to see. We'll also play some highlights from last week's game against Bentonville. We've got some highlights Oscar put together for us.
Wonderful. Hey, we'll see you soon, folks.
This year, our competition performance is entitled Kaleidoscope. Tonight, you will get to enjoy the final competition version of our show as the band prepares to compete at the state marching competition on Monday evening. And now, here we are, taking pride in excellence, the Springdale Har-Ber High School Wildcat marching band. ask our seniors to the front of the ensemble. If everyone could please stand and enjoy this rendition of Senior Fight, which is a tradition for our 21-year history of our school. First played just by our senior class and then by the band in full. The final performance of the year will be Monday night at 6 p.m. at War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock at the ASBL State Marching Competition. The Springdale Band program envisions musical excellence for every student every day. The band would like to thank Dr. Superintendent, Dr. Jerry Cleveland, Principal Dr. Paul Greek, and all the administration of Springdale Public Schools for their support of the arts in Springdale.
Hey, welcome back to the halftime break there as the teams start to take the warm-ups for the second half, and Har-Ber's out here warming up, and the Mounties are just getting onto the field right now. But as you can see, the 7A scores for tonight, it looks like it's a lopsided type of evening tonight. Lots of 35-0 so far with obviously our game. Fayetteville's leading Heritage 35-0 and West 35-0 up over Northside, and Bentonville up by 35 points over Springdale. And you can see the 7A West standings up there. Doesn't look like there's going to be much of a change in the top of the order. And Bryant down there in the 6A, the 7A Central is leading 24-0 over North Little Rock. It's one we need to keep an eye on, and that'll be something we'll keep an eye on because of next week. Bryant plays Conway, and to see who's going to be the number 1 and number 2 seed is if we everything holds steady here, the Mounties will be the 2 seed this year in the West, and we'll have to travel on the second semifinal game. They'll get a bye week, get a home game, and then potentially travel the following week after that. So it's looks like everything that we thought was going to happen tonight is happening. Zach, don't you agree?
Yeah. You kind of saw this shaking out, and honestly, pregame we talked about this being kind of the game of the week in the 7A West with Har-Ber. Not sure, we weren't really sure what Springdale would show up against Bentonville, kind of what that would look like, but Bentonville's a pretty solid team as well on the gridiron. But really, talking to Coach Har-Ber, if you saw the pregame interview with Coach Har-Ber, talking about how this Har-Ber team is much improved, and it's not any team to just kind of look over. They have to prepare every week. There's not a week off, but they have executed their plan here in the first half, got that 35-point lead to get the sportsmanship rule. So they've executed, done what they needed to, just as Fayetteville has done, West has done, and Bentonville has done here in the first half on Halloween.
That's right. Let's talk about a few things that's happening at the Rogers High School. Congratulations to Coach Lawrence, the volleyball team, who made it to state down at Cabot, made it to the first round. But just to get to state was a big accomplishment for her and her team. So congratulations, Coach Lawrence and the volleyball team. I believe, we got a score here. Conway is leading Little Rock Christian 28-17 in just about halftime, almost halftime there. Is signing day next week is it the baseball team, the fall signing?
Yeah, I know some baseball players are signing next week. I talked to a few this morning. Jake Taylor, Ty Burnham are signing on, I believe, Wednesday, on Wednesday. So we'll see that here next week in Mountie Arena. Get ready for that. We've also got here in about a week and a half, we've got Veterans Day, and we're doing a kind of a special tribute at Rogers High School, Whitey Smith Stadium, in the evening on Veterans Day, Tuesday, November 11th.
There we go, yeah.
So gates open at 5 p.m. There's going to be a ceremony at 6, and fireworks at 7. It will be dark at 7 o'clock after daylight savings time. So come out, bring the family. It is a family-friendly, family environment, so there's going to be free food, games, all kinds of fun stuff, hamburgers, hot dogs, bounce houses, all kinds of fun things for your entire family. Come out to Whitey Smith Stadium on Tuesday, November 11th for Veterans Day.
Definitely put that in your calendar, folks. It looks like a fun night there at Whitey Smith Stadium. Here we go. We're getting ready set to start the second half. Might as well be kicking off east to west. Really, there's not much wind tonight. The temperature is dropping. It's it's getting down to 53 degrees, and it's going to be dropping quickly. I think they call it a freeze warning tonight. Nice kick to Branch. He's had several very good returns so far. Let's see if the Rogers men can hem him up, and they don't. Gets to the outside. Hit first by Cooper Daniel. Slows him up and run out of bounds out there by Eikenberry. Another good return by Branch. Pretty good athlete. He's having a good night returning those kicks. So they're going to take over on their own. It's at the 31-yard line on the far hash.
Tell you what, Har-Ber's kickoff return has really been kind of a scary part of their game here tonight. I mean, every single return, it seems like they're a block or two away from a huge gain or maybe even getting in the end zone, but they have had some pretty dynamic returns.
But the Mounties are coming with a three-man front as they motion this way. Rice Owens throws out to the near side. Caught by Trayson Reed. Big receiver at 6'3", 215. Run out of bounds by Cooper Daniel. Gain of 6 on the play. Line to gain is the 41-yard line. Oh, trap play up the middle. Nice stick. It's that Person Cruz is in there, and on the bottom, Braxton Lindsay's in there as well. As they try to run that trap up the middle, it's going to bring a 3rd and 3. Reed McAllister with a good run on that play. As Branch is out to the far side on the far hash. See if the Mounties bring heat. Bryce Owens keeps it. Offensive line keeps pushing. There's a lot of humanity right there in the front. Trying to get that first down. He may be short. Looks like he is.
Well, they gave it to him.
They did give it to him. That's going to be first down. I think back in the day, they always brought the chains out on almost everything. Maybe they're just trying to speed the game up a little bit nowadays. It is going to be a first down on the 41-yard line. Nice Owens. Gives it to McAllister. Trying to bounce to the outside. Finds some room. Finds a crease. Brought down by Zeke Parsons. Not after a 15-yard gain. As he bounces to the outside. It looks like the Har-Ber Wildcats found a little bit of life here to start the second half. Finding some positive yards on the ground. 2 receivers to the near side. A.J. Francisco, the middle linebacker there, looking left. It's a delayed design run. Bryce Owens takes it up the middle. And they're going to get a nice gain of 8 yards on that quarterback draw. Julian Arroyos and Kyrie Bonneville there at the bottom. They do like to run a lot of trap plays, does Har-Ber. Been known for that. They do a really good job in the at Central, in their middle school or junior high level with that play. Owens, another quarterback draw. Trying to find some space on the outside. Enough for the first down. Maybe try to drag, oh, still on his feet. The whistle has not blown. Carrying guys. Boy, all the way down to the 18-yard line. Bryce Owens, along with some of his linemen, helping push that pile down, all the way down to 17-yard line.
Looks like he fumbled it out of bounds into the play.
Joshua Lee checks in for the Mounties. Kyrie Bonneville in there. Braxton Williams fakes the run, throws right. Hits his receiver. Kenan Doss on the reception. Gerardo Guzman on the tackle. Gain of 5 yards on the play. Wildcats have found a little momentum right here. They're a little bit bigger size on the line and finding some good push. Reed McAllister bouncing, finds a crease, gets down to the 5-yard line. First down and goal on the 5-yard line. Aaron Danahauer calling the plays here for Har-Ber. Going quickly, 1st and 5. They give it to McAllister again, and he's in the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Har-Ber Wildcats. As they take the opening kickoff in the second half and go straight into the end zone.
It's a different team than what we saw in the first half, that offensive play.
Yeah, it's a. I imagine Danahauer challenged them, challenged his line, and said, hey, we're bigger than they are. We're going to push them. We're going to get them out of the way. That's what I would do if I were the head coach. Just challenge them and say, you know, we might not win this game, but, you know, show what you got. As they go down and score on the first drive, score's going to be 35-7. And we'll take a quick break right now. We'll be right back after this.
You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, 'cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my.
Hey, welcome back, folks. The missed that extra point, so it is 6, 35-6. As the Wildcats set to kick off. Gordy Reynolds is the kicker. Let's see if the Mounties get set, kind of a hands team out there. It is a hands team. Maybe anticipating onside. Braxton Lindsey's offside. There he goes. He gets back. Let's see what Reynolds does. There's a pooch kick. That's a pretty good, good catch by Titus Kramer, catching it on the run. Gets it out to the 31-yard line. Not a very easy catch. He caught that thing after running almost 20 yards. I think next time I'd rather see him fair catch that thing on the run like that and just maintain possession. But really well done by Titus. Now they're going to take over on their own 32-yard line. And it looks like they have the starting lineup in for this first series of the second half. Kramer back there with Regan. Looks like they're going to bring pressure. They try. Kramer bounces, cuts. Kind of held up, but not after a gain of 3 yards. Pretty good cut out there by Kramer. Like Will Croft on that tackle. A few other Har-Ber Wildcats. Remember, 2nd and 8 for the Mounties. 2 receivers to the far side. Kramer takes it, looking for some room on the outside. Finds a crease. Makes a cut, gets hit pretty good out there, but not after a gain of 5 yards. Nice run on that play. Will Croft again on the tackle. Safety back there, junior DB. And we're at 3rd down and 4. Coach Brill calling in the plays. Looks like Xander Burke is going to be in the backfield with Regan. Nope, they move to empty set. 2 receivers to the far, 2 receivers to the near. Eichenberry and Kramer to the near side. Regan looking right. Hits Parker Nix. Spins. Gets 15 yards, 14 yards. Down into Har-Ber territory. All the way down to the 49-yard line. Good catch. He almost peeled away from that defensive back, and he'd have had a lot of green grass to run.
Yeah, as you see it here, Jeff shakes off. Gets the ball out early. Like you said, gets that spin and just able to pull him down from behind. Otherwise, he's going to be another 40 yards down the field.
First down for the Mounties. Kramer back with Regan. Going to give it to Kramer. Find some room right up the middle. Hit and spun. And not before he gets 7 yards on the play. Good blocking up front by the Mounties. Jawari Shota, the left guard. Henry Frazier, left tackle. Grayson Cooper, Brody Martin on the right side. Caden Larimore at center tonight. And Caden Larimore and Parker Nix had a campus visit with the Arkansas State football team this past weekend. Braxton Lindsey by himself out here. A lot of room. They want to go this way.
It's a choice right there.
No, they give it to Kramer. Lots of room up the middle. First down and more. Kramer, nice push up the middle. Ball gets to the 34-yard line. 4 minutes remaining left here in the third quarter.
I'm interested to see if they run that same set. And if they want, if the Mounties run that same set and run Braxton out there solo by himself, and if Har-Ber wants to go back to that one-on-one bump coverage.
Yeah. They do have
similar.
Yeah, they do have the one-on-one set here out to the outside. Might be a free play. Kramer finding some room on the outside. Good blocking. Xander Burke does a good job of turning his man, turning his hips to the sideline, and maybe get 4 yards for Titus Kramer out to the side here, and gonna bring up 2nd and 6. But the mindset here for the Mounties is play clean, block clean, make good plays. You know, stay aggressive. Grayson Vogt by himself to the far hash. Regan gives it to Kramer again. Up the middle, tries to cut up. Right down the hash. Be first down Mounties after an 8-yard carry by Titus Kramer. Terrific blocking up there. Move the chains. Be first down Mounties. Let's keep it on the ground most of this drive. A couple of passes, one out to Parker Nix. This is a good time to take a shot, though. Look at Braxton Lindsay, maybe in the middle of the field. Empty set. Regan looking left. Spins back this way. He's going to run it now. Tries to cut up. Looks like he's got some green grass. Going to trust his speed. No, he cuts back. Didn't trust it. All the way down to the 10-yard line.
I was eyeing that pylon from here for him.
Yeah, I know. Good recovery there. I think he had a couple options there in the end zone. I like us going to take a shot right there. Throw it. And then nope, didn't like it. And it does what he does so well. Just tucks it. I thought he was going to just go all the way, but you can see the footing is just not secure. Great job of getting that first down and moving the chains. 1:30 left to go. Regan in the backfield with Burke. Going to give it to Burke. Fumble. Ball's picked up. Oh, Jeff doesn't get the tackle. It looks like the Wildcats are going to get a 90-yard fumble recovery and touchdown. And Har-Ber gets another touchdown on the board here in the third quarter with 1:05 left to go. It's getting a little colder out there. I know that ball is going to get a little slipperier and a little harder. The Wildcats took advantage of it. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here, are the Wildcats. That was a room service bounce right to his hands, you know, and
yeah, we had one of those earlier in the game with the opposite direction this time.
Yeah. They're going to try to go for 2. I guess folks are just a little bit here on the sideline for Har-Ber. They don't have the right personnel in.
They're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, they got to call a timeout. But Coach Dan Howard looking for Zach Miller to get in there.
He's not happy. That's not what you don't want to give this Wildcat team a breath in the second half and think that they can possibly pose a comeback. I mean, we were down 3 scores last week to Bentonville and then came back and surpassed them and got the lead.
Yep.
It's not a team you want to give a second life to, and they kind of feel like they got a little momentum here, get on the board twice here in the third quarter.
It is momentum. It is a lot of momentum.
Yeah.
Anytime you get a defensive touchdown, that is huge.
Yeah, it is. And then they're frustrated because they feel like they got the momentum and then turn around and have to burn a timeout, which is not what you want to do when you're trying to claw back into a game. But that's exactly what they're trying to do here. We'll see if we can get I have a feeling we'll come back out here and we'll see number 14 out again on this next drive. Double reverse.
Pass is incomplete. Try to get Bryce Owens out here on the double reverse and just was short. So the point after attempt is no good. And 35-12. You're watching Rogers Mounties TV, and we'll be right back after this. Hey, welcome back, folks. As Wildcats get ready to kick off, the signing day, we spoke about that at the halftime. The signing day is November the 12th. Just got to check.
Off by a week.
Yeah, I got a text from
Wednesday.
Coach Leaf Green. Coach
Awesome.
Leaf Green was able to tell me what's going on there.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. Yeah, they said Wednesday, but I must have misheard Jake Taylor and Ty Burnham tell me about that. Ty signing, currently planning on signing with the University of Arkansas, and Jake with Euler.
Yep. Here's a kick, and it is an onside kick. Oh, good play. Oh, my goodness. Great job. Trevor Durham jumped on all over that before it got to the 10-yard line, 10-yard deal. It looks like it might be offsides on Har-Ber. This is one of those things that I don't get this. Can we decline it, but they get to re-kick? Because, I mean, I'm not sure how that works, but they do get to re-kick it. I've seen this a number of times. Trevor did a great job of jumping on that. Looks like they're set for an onside once again. Titus Kramer back on the 25-yard line for a pooch kick. Looks like it might be a little bit of a different onside kick. That's kind of a line drive. It'll go out of bounds. And it does. It goes out of bounds. And the Mounties will take over on. Oh! I got a flag thrown from all the way from the 40-yard line and thrown it down to the 20. Mounties should take over on the 35-yard line. Yeah, that's what the flag is. They throw the flag because it goes out of bounds. So Mounties should take over on the 35-yard line to start this drive as the ball was kicked out of bounds. That was smart by Kramer not to try to get that.
But in a way, it kind of negates the previous penalty, because even though they're 5 yards back further on the kickoff, kicking out of bounds is going to be 35 either way.
Yeah, looks like they moved to the 40.
That back.
Yeah. Okay, Volk and Lindsay to the near side. Parker next to the far. 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Give it to Kramer up the middle, all the way up down the past the 50-yard line into Har-Ber territory. Great run by Titus Kramer. Marked down at the 47-yard line of Har-Ber. Boy, he just bolted right through the middle. Really exploded through there, Zach.
Like this angle right here, you see Titus come right up the middle. Giant hole, you could drive a truck through it.
That's just terrific blocking. You know, up here we see so much we're concentrating on the running backs and receivers, and the offensive line have just been tremendous all season. Regan gives it to Kramer. Finds another crease. Running hard all the way past the 40. Gets deep into Har-Ber territory. Another 14-yard gain on the play. Titus Kramer.
You see it once again.
He only had 26 yards in the first half, and that's the end of the third quarter as the Mounties up 35-12. As this second half is moving really quick. And we'll be right back after this. Hey, well, welcome back, and we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. As look at this run by Titus Kramer and the blocking up front. Terrific blocking. Leading up in the hole there was Philip Sharkenroast. Mounties first play of the fourth quarter. 33-yard line of Har-Ber. Another Kramer run. Finding a lot of space, keeping his balance all the way to the 20, all the way to the 10. Brought down at the 7-yard line. What a great run by Titus Kramer. Boy, toting the rock really well in this second half. He only had 26 yards
There he goes right
in the
here.
first half.
To the left. Kind of jackknifes right back across the middle of the defense, cutting him up like a jack-o'-lantern. It's all the way down to the 7-yard line, knocking on the door. The first and goal here on the 7-yard line.
Let's give another dose of Kramer. It's been working so far. Kramer has it once again. There's a crease in the middle. Hitting them down at the 3-yard line, but carries it down to the 2. Well, I tell you what, he's scary strong.
And they're going to, I think, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think we're going to see a steady dose. It's just like you go up. It's almost like the same kid coming on your door, just ringing the doorbell, trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat. It's just going to be Titus Kramer just knocking on the door again.
I hear you. Let's see if they go to the well one more time. Regan, give it to Kramer. Gets it down to the 1-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and goal for the Mounties. Inside the 1, really. That offensive line is really wearing down that defensive front for Har-Ber.
Braxton Lindsay checks back in too.
We go with a heavy set in a way. And Holland out there. Oh, Jeff's going to keep it and gets in the end zone. Wow, good job by the Mounties getting it into the end zone. All that work done by Titus Kramer.
That's so my kids come home. Here you go, right here. Jeff gets a play action right there. They bite on it. Then he just follows the lead blocker right there, gets in the end zone. At home, when my kids bring the candy, I'm going to say that's a dad tax right there. You do all the work, and I'm going to take some of it off the top.
A.J. Francisco, the holder right now. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Now he's pushed the lead again up. 42-12. 9:50 left to go in the ball game. Let's see if we can get an update on maybe some of those scores. What do you got over there, Don? Conway is up 41-17 over Little Rock Christian. I believe Bryan is over North Little Rock as well. And that's going to be a game we're going to keep a close eye on, especially next week as those two go head-to-head and kind of put together a little bit of a preliminary bracket. See if I can find it. Playoffs start in the second round, November 21st. So everything holds right now as it is tonight. The Mounties will get a bye. In the first week they would play would potentially be on November 21st, the week before Thanksgiving. Then they'll play the day after Thanksgiving on Friday as well, provided they win that first week. So they get a bye week, a home game, then a game right after Thanksgiving. Chaparro with the deep kick over the 5-yard line. This branch again looks like they're going to fake the reverse. Looks like the Mounties have him hemmed up this time and do run him out of bounds. Trevor Durham is there, along with Zeke Parsons.
So by my calculations, I had us potentially playing Little Rock Christian in the second round after the bye week, and in the bracket that I had drawn up.
Yeah, I think I think you're right. It could be Christian there as well. Yeah.
So we're looking at Little Rock Christian, and then we always got to keep an eye on Conway and Bryant, kind of what that second
And
game.
Fayetteville
program.
should be on our side of the bracket too. If they're the 4 seed, they'd potentially be on our side of the bracket.
That's true.
First down for Har-Ber on their own 19. Give it a read. McAllister finding some space, finding some room. Brought down out there. Is that Klopper, number 76? It is Alex Klopper. Doing a good job out there hustling. 6 foot, 230 sophomore there at nose guard. But the Mounties have a few more younger players out there. We'll try to get their numbers here. Okay, that's a little motion, yeah.
About 4 guys going in motion at once or jumping.
Deacon Maynard back there at defensive back, replacing Zeke Parsons. Jalen Smith still in here with the near numbers, nearest to us at corner. Randall Marshall out there at safety. Branch comes in motion. Illegal motion once again. 2 men moving at the same time. They're moving back 5 more yards. Isaac Guillen, senior down there, the defensive tackle. Joshua Lee out there as well. Chalmers and A.J. Francisco in at linebackers. 2nd and 20. Owens looking to the near side. He's got a man. Keeps his feet, runs out of bounds. But he does get it out to the 38-yard line for a first down for the Wildcats. They're going to try to go quickly here. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Give it to McAllister. Got a couple of blocks. Got some room out there. Good tackle by Jalen. Jalen Smith, nice open field tackle on the 220-pound running back. At 5'7", 150, he's giving up a few pounds there. Good job by Jalen.
Yeah, McAllister, he runs downhill very well.
Good running back. Good size to him. Man in motion. Fake it. Play action. Bryce looking for some space. Pulls it down and gains 5 yards on the play. Give him some heat up there was Klopper and A.J. Francisco. Kyrie Bonneville checks into the ball game. Owens and McAllister in the backfield. Fakes the play action, throws to the other side, and it's out of the reach of the intended receiver. Jack Gilner was the intended receiver, but ball's too high. He got a lot of pressure on him and had to rush the throw and bring up 3rd down. Preston Smith checks in the ball game for the Mounties. Looking left, short throw. Does catch it. Trace Wright is the receiver, and it does move the chains. He's that big receiver. Big target. 6'3", 215 for Har-Ber. 35-yard line. Looking back, stepping up, finds a little space to run. Bryce Owens gets tripped up by Gerardo Guzman down to the 25-yard line. It's going to be another first down for the Wildcats. Ball placed on the 21. There's a little procedure penalty there as well again. He's checking in a few more players. Brett Sadoff checks in. As Har-Ber has a 1st and 15 now. Line to gain is the 11-yard line. Another trying to go too quick almost. He's not letting his guys get set, and 4 illegal procedure penalties on this drive alone.
Clock keeps ticking.
Well, it's not moving right now.
Yeah,
So there it goes.
They wait until they place the ball after the penalty. As soon as they do, they roll it.
We're about to be under 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. 1st and 20. McAllister has it up the middle. That's a lot of room. Keeps his feet. Big, strong guy all the way down to the 8-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Har-Ber's finding success, and with some of our JV players out there who play on Monday nights do a real good job on Monday nights. Reed McAllister bouncing to the outside. Oh, Jalen, good hit. Touchdown, Har-Ber Wildcats. Jalen Smith out there putting his nose in there and trying to stop that big running back from getting in the end zone. I like to see that. Har-Ber does score once again.
Talk about these young kids, and we talk about it sometimes late in games. These younger kids getting opportunities on Friday nights. Not just Friday nights, but later in the season. We talked earlier about it being crisp, about it being a little colder. These reps that they're getting now are going to benefit them in the next year or two when it's their turn to be kind of the starting 11 there, and trying to push late in the season and push and set yourself up for a state playoff run. It's going to be colder. It's going to be these Friday night lights. So these reps are really, really important for these younger kids.
Yeah, and they're going up against that 1st string offensive line of, it looks like to me, still the 1st string offensive line. So that's a lot different than on a Monday night in JV, seeing these varsity players up close and trying to fight them off. So that's really good reps for those guys that were in on that drive.
Yeah, got to get bigger, got to get faster, got to get stronger, and that's how you do that, going against bigger kids, and maybe a year or two older. But then in a couple of years, they'll be formidable, ready to go.
42-19. Har-Ber has scored 3 times here in the second half. One big fumble recovery for 90 yards. As the Mounties were getting ready to go in the end zone. Brody Reynolds set to kick it. Let's see what he does. Kicks it deep. Looks like it might get in the end zone. And it does. Good kick. So Mounties will take over with 4:29 left to go in the ball game. Let's see what Coach Harbison and Coach Brill do, and bring out maybe some of the JV kids out to play. And I like going to the JV games. Love to see those kids get some time out there. It's important to get some good quality time on the JV games on Monday nights and win those games. It certainly does look like it. This is Sam Eisen, number 15.
Thought we might see him maybe a little bit.
Yeah, a good kid. Going to attend seminary school when he graduates. Cole Woodruff to the near side. Cooper McIntosh as well. Hands it to Xander Burke. Nice tough run by Xander. Nice 3-yard gain. Tough yards for Xander. Xander comes out. Get that number for the Charles Riggs. He's a running back there with, gives it to him. Cuts up. Nice, tough run. Let's see if we get that number right. I believe that's. Who's that running back? 36, excuse me. It's not on my lineup. Get it here in a minute. 3rd and 4.
Jaden Mock,
Okay.
36. And he's just been cleared for a few weeks.
Ison going to keep it himself. Trying to get to the outside. Not enough room. He's going to be brought down for a 6-yard loss. Going to bring up 4th down. Tried to get to the outside, but just couldn't quite get there. And now it's going to be 4th down and decision time here for the Mounties. I assume they're going to punt it.
One would think.
They might just take a delay of game. And they're holding a meeting there on the sideline to see what they're going to do. There's 9 seconds left to go in the play clock, and I think that looks like they're going to do is just let the clock wind all the way down to get under 2 minutes, or right at 2 minutes. And then they're going to take a timeout. So there's 2 minutes left to go in the ball game here on RHS TV, and we'll be right back right after this.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way. Come on in and see for yourself.
It does look like the Mounties are set to punt it away. Jeff did a quick punt earlier in the game, and Braxton Lindsay is set to do the big kick here. They don't punt much, do the Mounties.
That they don't. We haven't seen it before tonight for a
Ooh,
while.
good kick. Oh, the ball takes a Mountie bounce all the way to the 30-yard line. Ooh, it was close to getting touched
But it's a wise decision to
by
back
that
up.
receiver. That's Austin Sandoval. Almost tried to pick that up and make something happen. I don't blame him. Late in the ball game, under 2 minutes. But a great kick by Braxton Lindsay. A 60-yard kick. So 1:49 left. Looks like the Wildcats going to bring out a different quarterback. That's Noah Bowling. He's a junior. Hands it off. Gregor Graham carries it for a handful of yards. Randall Marshall in on the tackle along with a number of Mounties. Good tackle there. Rhett Sadhoff. Carried by Aaron Wilson. Gonna bring up 3rd and 1. So Wildcats shuffle in a few players. 1 minute left to go in the ball game. Hands it off. Good tackle. Nice high tackle. Baylor Morgan coming across at the safety position. That's Robinson, number 19 on the carry. Looking left, quick pass. See if they can get him down. That is a big receiver. Again, he's caught a few passes tonight. Trayson Reed. And is able to wrestle him down. Strong arm quarterback here. Noah Bowling. 13 seconds left to go. You hand it off. That's Wilson again. Tackled by Zach Minks. And they're getting ready to line up, folks, and that's going to be your ball game as the Mounties come into Har-Ber Wildcat Stadium, get the victory at 42-19, and maintain that number 2 position in the 7A West. And next week we're going to be at Har-Ber, at home against Heritage.
Yeah, a little crosstown matchup with the Heritage War Eagles. I like to call it rivalry week. Bentonville will be at West. We'll be hosting Heritage. Kind of the Springdale, Fayetteville, North Side. They're kind of mixed up a little bit. Springdale's already played.
Well,
Har-Ber.
a big game is going to be Bentonville West at Bentonville. That's a game we're going to keep an eye on. Also, the Conway versus Bryant game next week. Yeah. It's going to be a big matchup, so we're going to keep an eye on that. See where our playoff standings will ultimately end up. If we stay at the 2 seed, we get a bye, and then we'll host a game. That Mounties have not had a bye since the split. This is a terrific season Coach Harbison has put together. The Mounties look very strong. Once again, scoring, over 50 points a game. Just 42 tonight, which, it's one of the lower scoring. But once you go to that running clock, it's hard to keep that scoring average up. But Mounties finish it off. Anything else, Zach? Or
no, just make sure you tune in next week as we host Heritage, and we'll keep you updated on how the playoff standings will be. And my intention is, as long as they let us, we're going to stream every playoff game that we can. Get to the state championship, they won't let us do that. But everything up to that, we will be streaming here on RHS TV. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Appreciate y'all watching.
Yeah, thank you, folks. I'm Dave Regan, Zach Land. Thank you for you and your crew. Lucas Weddington is here tonight as well, helping us out, and all the team and everybody that's able to do this. And the Rogers Mounties come back with another victory, 42-19. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Go Mounts.
Go Mounties.